What is the difference between him and robots? Omokri blasts Buhari despite partially lifting lockdown. Reno Omokri blasts President Muhammad Buhari despite partially lifting lockdown in Lagos, FCT and Ogun. The former aide to Goodluck Jonathan compared the number one citizen of Nigeria to a robot, claiming he failed to do a live briefing where he could take questions from journalists, just like UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson on his return. General Muhammad Buhari's speech was not live. It was recorded. What is the president afraid of? He said. Why can't he have a live briefing and take questions from journalists? He just reads what is handed to him. COVID-19 response requires a dialogue, not a monologue. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson returned from hospital and did a press conference and took questions and gave answers. Why can't General Muhammad Buhari, who has been sitting on his hand at Aso Rock, do that? Thank you for listening to this news. Viewers, yes, Reno Omokri is at it again. You know, sometimes when you listen to Omokri talk, it looks as if he's saying what is not in the book, you know. But when you sit down and look at it very well, you start seeing reason why you should consider his opinions. Yes, the 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 writer is actually uh, a very good analyst to say. He really know how to analyze issues, and it's a very good observer. He's not actually the only person that has truly been saying this concerning President Muhammadu Buhari. But then, to me, I will see that that is how he is. Because even my own wife, on her own, equally said such a thing to me, that why is it that the president doesn't like making his broadcast live, where people can be able to, air their views, ask questions, but I told her that that is the president. That is um, how the lead. That's how he can deliver his own speech. That is the level he can operate. You understand? Every human beings has their own level of understanding, disseminating informations, and absorbing. The way I may be very, very skillful academically in disseminating information offhand, even without looking at the book, but the other person may not, because of the level of his reasoning. I getting it now? We have different head. Our heads are not the same. You understand? Some persons can be able to absorb the 20 pages of informations and disseminate it accurately the way it is. Why some cannot? You understand? Until they look into that book and start saying it exactly how it is. So I think that the president do most of his speech um, through reading, you know, is how he is, and that is his level of of reasoning and assimilation. Are you getting it now? Okay. So just like that our head is just like a storage. It's like a storage that has a limit of storing information. Every head has a limit of storage. And again, looking at it, um, the president is not getting younger. You understand? No, the more you add to your age, the lesser your level of absorbing. The way you use to absorb information will start different people. I, on my own, will suggest that the president see reasons to people's point of views and opinion concerning the way he disseminates his informations. Of a truth, it's understood that that's his way, how he is, but then there can still be an adjustment. There can still be an adjustment, definitely. That is, if you really want that adjustment to come up. you know Being a president that enjoys change, and he wants change to always come to pass, he can do that. He can do that. He can allow that to come to pass by trying to absorb some of informations when giving any speech, whenever he's supposed to give a speech. It's not actually you. It is possible that you don't absorb or you don't store everything in the paper of an. You can try to memorize some parts. Are you getting it now? Some parts. Why the remaining part, you can just take them as a conclusion part. So, while memorizing the first parts of the speech, the remaining parts which could be taken as conclusion part, you can just take them as the parts you can read from the paper. You understand? So that it will not look as if everything is actually coming from the sheet. I guess I'm saying, so that the complaints from Nigerians will deduce. You understand what I'm saying? So the president, be it as it may, I will suggest that you adhere to change. You adhere to change, and then try to see reason why people's opinion should be concord with. Nobody is actually against you. Everybody is in support of you. It's just that they enjoy it more when things are done in the open. You understand? Things are done in the open, and it's we really augur well of a truth. It will really augur well if some speech is actually done in the open. Is done as a live broadcast. I guess where people will come, ask questions, get answers, make recommendations, have observations, and go home with something reasonable for the public. Are you getting it? So it will even be more interesting, you know, just like the Prime Minister of Israel did. you know it's a very good one. Are you getting it? So there's no harm in doing something like that. Meanwhile, no one is saying that you should try to emulate the Prime Minister of Israel. Nobody is trying to say that, but they are trying to say that it will really augur well if your live broadcast comes in form of you know dialogue, whereby room can be created for observations and questions and answers after the speech has been completely delivered. So that is people's opinion anyway. But meanwhile, be it as it may, I would advise that there should be a change in methods used before, you know, because there is no harm in doing that. That is what development calls for. That's what development calls for. If we don't do that, how can we grow? How can we grow? We really need to grow. Really need to move away from the stage we used to be to another stage in life, you know. And we really need to take this country up to another level. So, my viewers, with this little opinion, I want to believe that at least something has been left behind for you. But meanwhile, your own opinion will are of so much of so much importance. So please don't forget to leave them behind. Click on the subscription buttons as well as the bell buttons to get updated anytime we upload new videos. Thank you.